away with the draw. So I'm going to hand things over to Judit, Polgár, and Péter, Lékó, who are standing by. What do you have for us? What was that critical move that Vincent missed?
Everybody is excited about that critical moment. What was going on? Well, it was such an exciting game. Of course, it was not easy to sit next to Péter during this game because we're analyzing very closely how it was developed. Of course, as we've seen in the beginning, the opening did not went the way Vincent was hoping for, and G5 was a powerful move, though there were some real incredible ideas for white. But we want to focus exactly on that specific moment because how incredible it is, how resourceful Vincent was. And you should never give up. This is also another example of that while Fabi played it so well and he was pushing and increasing the pressure and the material advantage, still we will show you some magic lines. Péter?
Absolutely, yeah, and it's very important that we highlight how we got to that magic moment, because when we follow things with a computer, then a blunder comes out of the blue, but no, actually we can, when we step back just 2 moves before, then we understand what's happening, because here suddenly Vincent pushed the move d4, and after bishop b6, knight a3, we could feel that there was something in the air, because suddenly white's knight is threatening to jump to b5 with a check, creating threats. The knight on a3 is also beautifully protecting back against the b1 square, against any rook b1 ideas, which is also covered by the queen. And suddenly Fabi panicked. Both players were done on time, and he played the impulsive move queen g2, which gets a question mark by the computer. And here is another very important moment, that if the correct move would have been knight b5 check, then Vincent would have found the correct way. But knight b5 check, king a6, queen c8, which is the most natural way to try to get to black's king with queen a8 check, runs into rook b1 check, and after king c4, queen a2 check, actually delivers checkmate after king d3, rook b1, rook d1 check, king e4, queen g2 check, and there is just no way to hide, because you cannot go to f5 due to queen takes h3 check, and white will lose the game after king e5, queen takes g5, and it's a matter of time when you resign. So it was not so simple. That was the reason also why Vincent missed the golden opportunity, because you had to start with a quiet little move, not to give a check, and keep your king in danger with the stunning move queen c8. Now we know already that knight b5 check, king a6, queen a8 checkmate is a devastating threat, so black has to react. And thanks to this lovely knight on a3, we are covering the b1 square, so there is no direct rook b1 check. So what does black do? In fact, it seems like queen d5 check is the best move. Yeah, black could potentially play king a6, but this would have never ever happened in the game, because black is giving up on even trying to win the game. That makes no sense. White can just repeat moves with queen c4 and even maybe play on. So clearly queen d5 check would have been the start of the magic line. So then white pushes c4. Once again, knight b5 check followed by queen a8 checkmate is a big threat, so that's why black has to fall back with the queen to d8. Now comes knight b5 check, king a6, the critical position. Now if you look at this position, and if Vincent would have reached here, he would have been in heaven, because here you already know that this is kind of looking promising for white. Black's queen was pushed back, suddenly white's king is in a safe spot, and you have to spot the quiet little move queen e6, but it's not difficult, because you don't want to trade the queens. And you are also setting up this pin, threatening c5. And all of a sudden it turns out that black is the one who has to find some incredible ideas to save this position. And Judit, we have been analyzing, we were stunned. I'll let you show this incredible line that we have found.
Well, we have to be very fast, so I show you queen f8 from black side. Queen b4 is a threat, so c5, of course. And probably the other part of our commentary team, they see already the magic. So black has to save it. Rook b1 check, king a2.
Or c2.
Yeah. And now we have to give up everything. Queen f2 check, king b1, and queen b2, giving up. And it's a stalemate after king b2. So it's quite a road from a completely winning position to see this with black, right? So there are quite some amazing lines, and it would have been amazing if Vincent could be saving the game, but it did not happen. But he's very resourceful. Let's see the next round, how it will unfold, and the match will be exciting. Back to you, James.
Thank you so much.